Hey man, what you doing underneath there?
Playing with this.
I see we got a sled pulling hitch on there.
Oh yeah.
Are we going sled pulling?
I hope so.
Yeah, we are. What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to another video. It has been forever since we've had a video. I apologize, scheduling has been absolutely crazy, but today we are going to be getting into our 05, our quad cab competition truck, which you guys have not seen, I think, in maybe even possibly a couple months. We have not had a video. We have not shown you guys any progress. We have not given you guys any updates, so we're going to change that today. We're getting into that in this video. Before we do that, quick couple announcements. If you guys follow RaceTruck on Instagram and Facebook, you would have seen already that we had a winner for our previous giveaway. RaceTruck giveaway number 13, Fernando Alvarado from Arizona. He's actually going to be here tomorrow picking up his truck, but I never showed you guys the winner phone call and announced it on YouTube. So we're going to play that clip now, and then after that, we're going to get into the 05. Our winner announcement for RaceTruck giveaway number 13, official winner, Fernando Alvarado. Hopefully I got that right. Fernando of Arizona is our official winner of RaceTruck giveaway number 13 and the 10 grand that it comes with. So let's give him a call and let's see if he's available for FaceTime. It's Friday, so we are going to make his Friday quite a bit different. All right, here we go. I'm still shaking.
Hello?
Hey, is this Fernando?
Yeah.
Hey, Fernando, it's Greg from RaceTruck, brother. How are you?
No.
Are you available for FaceTime, my friend?
Yes.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm FaceTiming you. Hey, brother, how are you?
Are you serious?
I'm serious, man. How's your Friday going?
No way.
Hey, do you remember entering RaceTruck giveaway number 13, my man?
Yes, I do.
Official winner, buddy. What are you doing? Are you still working?
I am on a train on my way home from work.
Okay, man. Well,
Way home.
okay, well, you got some news this Friday, brother. You are a official winner of that 6-speed Cummins and 10 grand that it comes with, brother.
That is awesome.
Let me show you around this sucker. What are you driving now?
I drive an 03 6-speed Cummins.
Nice. Okay. Well, you got another one to add to the fleet, man. Did you think your Friday was going to go this way?
I did not, man. I really did not. And I saw, and you know what? I had received a call the other day, and I was like, should I answer? I was like, nah, I don't know who it is. And I was like, wait, Greg's in New Jersey. Should I answer? I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it.
Did you ever think it could happen, brother?
Honestly, no. I really did it. And like, I've been following the channel for a while, and I've just been putting in, like, you know, I'll see trucks that I like. I'm like, yeah, I like that one.
Hell yeah.
I'll put in for it.
Hell yeah,
Never
man.
in a million years.
Hell yeah, dude. This sucker's all yours, man. You're from Arizona, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you do for work?
I actually work for the railroad.
Okay. Oh, cool. That makes sense why you're on a train.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
So,
Hold on, let me show you. Let me give you the quick. I'm sure you've been watching. So.
oh yeah.
That's your new driver's seat, buddy.
Oh, that's insane. I cannot believe I just won this truck.
You definitely just won this truck. This is for real. You're gonna come down to Kentucky and pick her up, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool, brother. All right, well, I'll talk to you soon, but there you go. That's all you.
Thank you, Greg.
All right, congratulations, Fernando. I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Thank you, man.
All right, see you. So again, huge congratulations to Fernando Alvarado. Appreciate all of the love, all of the support that you guys give us on Wrenchworks. The next giveaway is actually launching the middle of this week, so make sure you guys mark it down. We have been working on a top secret project in the background, which you guys are not going to want to miss. So we've had a lot going on. My parents actually came up from New Jersey and spent some time with them. So we are going to be getting back to normal video scheduling very, very soon. But anyway, you guys want to know about the 05. What's been been going on with the 05. Michael has been in the race shop and he has been absolutely killing it. If you guys remember back, the last update that I gave you guys was we were gonna tear the truck down, basically bare bones it and get it ready for a new, basically electronic overhaul with a Motec system from the guys over in S&S Diesel Motorsports. So that is really where the focus has been, but I wanna update you guys on some changes, on some stuff, that way you guys are in the loop, so to say, before the next race season. So we are very, very close to kind of being done prepping for Motec. A couple big things that I want to show you guys over here before we show you guys the truck laying right here. This is our OEM dash, and as you can see, one of the major big things that has been done and accomplished is putting not one but two Motec screens in our OEM dash. Huge shout out to our man Kevin at Davis Brothers, the same guy who did mostly all of the stereo system in the Peterbilt, was really, really awesome enough to be like, man, I can put those screens in your dash, mold them, make them super nice. So that's exactly what he did. So as you can see, we have no more factory cluster right there. We have got a small Motec screen laid in basically OEM fashion, OEM angle. We've got a new piece coming for right here, but he went ahead and really the majority of the work is behind that. So all of the screens are supported and mounted underneath of all of that, and then flush mounted with a really nice panel, and it's paint matched the same color as the truck. So we've got our small screen, and that looks absolutely killer. Now, we did decide to run two screens because we're just bougie like that, and we've got a big screen in the middle of this thing. We wanted to do something different. We wanted to change it up. We wanted to kind of push the envelope as far as kind of like normal what's seen. If you guys don't remember, there used to be a radio, some heater controls, and then an OEM little DIN pocket where we had some gauges. So we are gonna retain our factory like OEM little DIN pocket right here. That's what this is. That gets mounted back in there. And then obviously with this being a competition vehicle, if you want to call it that, we do not have any heater controls, and we're not going to have a radio, which really we're not really worried about anyway in this truck. So that right there was a huge undertaking. Again, huge thank you to Kevin at Davis Brothers for taking on putting those dashes in. I say dashes, but putting the dashes in the dashes, putting those Motec screens in our OEM dash. So we are still going with that like OEM as possible look inside and outside of the truck. Still going to be able to do the multi-truck challenges is what we are going after. Moving on from the screens and the dashes, we have got our turbo system here. We actually took our entire compound turbo system off, and our man Jim Rendon, he actually spent some time polishing up all of the compound turbo piping. I'll put his business name down below here so you guys can check him out, but he was awesome enough to go ahead and polish up our entire turbo system. A lot of these pipes aren't on there. Some of them are sitting right here. We've already had our grubby little hands on them, so they will probably need some touch up. But if you guys need any polishing work, make sure you guys hit up Jim. That was one other big major thing. Now, some things that are going to be very, very hard to show you is all of the sensor locations that Michael has basically been spending a ton of time on. As you can see, we've got sensors over there. We've got sensors down here. We've got sensors pretty much every single place. So there's a lot of brain power that goes into the Motec as far as like what you want to read, how you want to read it, how you want the truck to perform. And that's going to be very hard for me to kind of articulate in this video per se. We have got sensors every single place. Just a quick little look here at the front shock sensors here. So we've got front shock sensors, we've got some straps there in the front, we have got sensors in the back here, we've got them everywhere. And again, we are going to be set up for running Ultimate Callout Challenge next year as well. That's where this truck's kind of still focused at, those multi-truck challenges. And yes, we kind of missed the later end of the year this year, but it's in preparation to be ready to go for all of next year. We've even got a fancy little kill switch here on the back. That'll shut the truck down for sled pulling. Just lots of little tiny little details. We have got our Freedom Racing engines back in this bad boy. We have got a custom fuel cell that Michael has been working on, sitting right up here in the front corner. And that is because we are switching some things around from S&S Diesel Motorsport. We've got new pumps on this bad boy. We've got a new fuel pump that's going to be driven off of the back of that CP3. So that's kind of the reason why we got this fuel tank sitting up here. Lots of little miscellaneous changes, but all in all, same engine. We actually enlisted the help of our man Logan Yelton with all the competition stuff, with this truck being extremely heavy with the goal of a ton of horsepower. Logan has a lot of knowledge in the transmission department with some of the higher horsepower stuff. So he came to the shop and he actually helped kind of make some tweaks, make some changes, and really kind of put his recipe in the transmission in there along with Michael, along with all of the great people that we've had previously in here. So huge addition really to kind of like help everything go smoothly for next year. By the way, squirrel moment here. Look at this steering wheel. We've got a new steering wheel that's going to be going in this bad boy. Getting a lot of electronics mounted up inside the cab. Let's put this bad boy up on the lift here so I can show you guys some things and stuff. You already know, S&S, AMSOIL, Fleece, Freedom. All right, I know it's kind of hard to see underneath here, but again, sensors on sensors on sensors, and that even includes the transmission, so we're gonna know exactly what this bad unit is doing. Still a 48 RE transmission gonna be going in this thing, but we have got sensor ports all over the place on this new transmission. Can kind of see a little bit of some of the sensor work going on from underneath this angle. It's actually really hard. Michael has been doing such a, he's been doing such a good job on kind of making sure all the sensors and all the hardware and all that stuff is kind of like nicely tucked and hidden. Wow, can't talk. But yeah, very, very exciting. I know it's kind of hard for me to kind of go through every single little thing, but Michael has been, like I mentioned, absolutely killing it, and we are getting very, very close to bringing this thing to S&S. And basically, what we've been working on is placing all the sensors. So once all the sensors are mounted and placed, well, then we get the fun job of making an entire new harness to connect everything. Gonna go ahead and lower this bad boy down. So in one of our last videos on this truck, I tried to explain it. I'm not sure, maybe if you haven't seen that other video, I'll try to explain it really, really briefly. So the truck, after we are done, will basically have about 0%, maybe 1% of any factory wiring in the truck. And I mean 100%, from the taillights to controlling the transmission, to controlling the engine, to turning on cab lights, to pretty much anything, whether it's accessories or main components of making things run and drive and perform all cohesively together. No factory part of anything will be in this truck anymore. So that is why this is such a big undertaking, especially it being a vehicle that's going to have all of those accessories that still need to function. Turn signals, stuff like that. That's normally stuff that the factory computer would be taking care of. And now we have basically, I'm gonna group it under Motec, but there's a lot of other stuff that drives all the accessories and stuff like that. That all has to be put in, that all has to be wired. So what we're working on now, before this thing makes a big trip to S&S Diesel Motorsport, is mounting and locating all of the sensors for all of the logging, mounting the screens, mounting the dashes. Every part of that needs to be done here before it goes to up to their shop to basically connect any wires. So after this, the fun big job of connecting everything with harnesses then starts. So from the taillights up to the engine, to the turn signals, all of the wires then need to be run in between all of this and then programmed in the computer. Now, this is a big job. This is a very, very big job. Why go through this? So if you guys have been following along and you guys have seen the progress of Michael's rail, the ability to have everything tied in together with one system that all talks to each other, with the ability to overlay graphs and sensors and data all in the same spectrum, the nitrous, like all of that stuff used to be all different systems, and you'd have to try to like do your best guess of like how they're all talking to each other. Well, this system is now going to be basically under one roof and under one main thing that is going to talk to each other, that's going to read everything, and it should produce a big result as far as being able to push this thing as hard as we want it to. So that in a nutshell hopefully kind of explains where it's been, why it's been gone, and the job. If this, I know you guys don't know Michael like I do, but this really just put it into perspective for me. Is Michael looked at me the one day and he's like, you do know that this is probably the hardest project that I've ever had to do. And Michael has had his hands in a lot of big projects, a lot of really cool stuff. And for him to tell me that this is probably the hardest one that he's ever done, that is really saying something. That put it into perspective for me. So hopefully maybe that means something to you guys, but there is a lot, because when you modify after or off of a factory base, you're kind of like making tweaks, you're kind of making changes, like everything's kind of still set up there. Like you're not actually like programming a computer, you're modifying stuff, right? This is starting from scratch on every single little system. Just imagine, hey, I want my window to roll down. Cool, you don't really think about that when you're building a truck, right? On this thing, you have to. Hey, my turn signal works with this switch. Well, that's great. You don't really worry about that. On this thing, you have to. Oh, my cab lights. It's every single little detail that you can possibly imagine now has to get rethought, wires reran, but it will all be worth it. Trust me, my friends, in the end, when this thing is kicking butt. I'm super excited. We are all really excited. Now, seeing that we're doing like a little race update here, not just the 05, the plans and goals, and I know I'm just talking, I'm just trying to catch up with you guys, honestly. If you have any questions, leave them down below. As always, I try to get in there a little bit just in case, but I do know one question that is going to come up, and that is the Pro Street four-wheel drive truck and what's happening with that. Now, the plan is, and again, guys, it's just me and Michael, right? There's only so many hours in the day. There's only so many days in the week, only so many days in the year. We are trying and working as hard as we possibly can to get every single project up to snuff, done, having fun doing it. This is obviously a huge task. After the 05 is, I would say, done and completed, and the Motec is done here, we are going to be jumping back on the Pro Street truck after the quad cab, after the 05. So that is still our goal, is to have both of them done for next year. A lot of work to do, of course, but we're up for the challenge, we're up for the task, and that is kind of like the next order for, let's call it the race shop. So this thing getting done, getting prepared for battle for next year, then we're going to pull the Pro Street truck back in here, and honestly, they're kind of at the same spot. Michael was working on kind of getting some interior paneling done and working on Motec at the same time on that truck. So it's going to be kind of like, we decided to do the 05 first because we were hot on it. We really are excited. We're excited for everything that happens around here, but we were really hot on the 05. We decided to do the 05 Motec first. Then we're going to get back on the Pro Street truck after that and hammer that thing out as well. Very exciting time in the Wrenchworks race lab. Michael's dragster is going through some couple quick changes. You never know, we might be able to squeak in racing that thing before the end of the season. We will be at PRI this upcoming, I think it's in like a month or two. But we will be at PRI pretty much the whole entire time. Michael's rail will be in the S&S booth. So if you guys are looking at going to PRI, the big racing expo show in Indianapolis, we will be there for sure. Come out, hang out. It's going to be a good time, and the rail will be there. So hopefully that kind of explains in a nutshell where the 05 has been and kind of like the progress that has been going on with it. I just walked over to Michael's little desk area here where he's got pretty much all of the sensors laid out, and he's kind of like making notes, and I'm kind of like looking through them to make sure I didn't forget anything like in this video, and I'm like instantly overwhelmed. It's like 3 pages long of all the sensors, and I'm laughing because I told you guys like all of the little details. It's like the alternator, turn signals, windshield wipers, because we're keeping the on the road theme with everything. Horn. License plate lights. Alrighty, my friends, that is enough rambling for one video. Just wanted to give you guys that update on the 05, kind of where it's at, where it's been, how it's going, and the progress that has been made. Again, huge thank you to Michael for all of his hard work, and pretty much all of the companies behind this project that are making it happen in the off season so we can compete during the normal season. So really excited to get this thing back out there and keep pushing it from the last time that we had it out. It's gonna be really awesome. It's gonna be very exciting. So appreciate all the love and the support on all the Wrenchworks giveaway stuff. Very excited to meet Fernando, pick him up, show him his new 3rd gen. The next giveaway, like I mentioned before, coming at you guys this upcoming week. We're dropping the top secret project. We're dropping the Wrenchworks giveaway. Get ready, stay tuned. It's been busy, but it's all coming out and it's gonna be sick. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Appreciate you guys. See you in the next video. See ya.